Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'll be reviewing this very short and fun and quick and easy read, The Secret Cave by Claire Hutchett Bishop. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. It also says right up here that the original title was 20 and 10, which the title 20 and 10 I like much better than The Secret Cave. I feel like 20 and 10 really matches the story better than The Secret Cave does. I don't know why they decided to change the title, but that's a tangent. So The Secret Cave, or 20 and 10 as the original title was. First up, this is a very short book. It is only 80 pages, and so, you know, the average reader could finish it in just a day. Even someone who doesn't have, like, a lot of time on their hands could probably finish this pretty easily in just a day or two. I finished it in half an hour. So, The Secret Cave is historical fiction. It takes place during World War II, and there is, a group of 10 classmates, a group of 10 children, and one day their teacher brings in 20 Jewish children that, they have to look after and protect and keep safe from the Nazis, because this is during World War II. And then one day their teacher goes off and ends up getting captured by the Nazis, and then the Nazis go to their school and interrogate the children about the about the Jewish children. What is wrong with me today? And the secret cave, the group of 10 classmates found a secret cave where they keep the Jewish children hidden while the Nazis are there, and while the Nazis interrogate them, and they try not to tell the Nazis anything. So to put this simply, I love this book. It was a fun, short, and easy read, and this was one of those books that's been sitting on my bookshelf for, like, probably almost a year, and for some reason I've never picked it up to read it, so one day I just randomly decided I should probably read this book, and I'm really glad I did, because, you know, I finished it in half an hour, and it was such a fun and easy read. And I don't really have anything to complain about, besides one little minor thing at the end, but that's a spoiler, so, I do want to get to that at the end of this video in a separate spoiler section, but this story does a great job of keeping you engaged in the story, and, like, there's this one part in the story where I actually yelled, "No!" out loud, so this book does a really great job of keeping you engaged in the story. It really hooks you and pulls you in, and, you know, even though it's only 80 pages, and I feel like there wasn't enough time for me to actually get used to the characters and, like, know the characters, you still feel as though you are there with them, and you still, like, feel the feelings that they feel, and you still sort of get attached to the characters, even though, like, you don't really get to know them all that well. By the end of the book, you're still there with the characters, and it's a very engaging story. One of those stories where you feel as though you are there, and I would say that I really enjoyed it, and you should definitely read it. It is only 80 pages, so it's not very long, and I will give it a 10 out of 10. So that was a very brief, spoiler-free review. I just did that to recommend it to you, because I think everyone should read this book, and there's not honestly a whole lot to say about it, since it is only 80 pages. But after this, there are a few specific things that I want to get into, so this is the spoiler section. If you haven't read this book and you do want to read it and you don't want to get spoiled, I would recommend skipping this section, or just getting out right now. Stop watching the video, read this book, and then maybe come back and watch this part later, because this is the spoiler section where I want to talk about a few specific things about the story. So, I love how the game, this is the spoiler section, I love how the game that the children play, where they're pretending to be Mary and Joseph fleeing away from Herod with Jesus as a baby. I love how they really, how the author ties their game into the story, and how it helps them when the Nazis are actually there. And the one minor complaint that I have is near the end, when the Nazis have the whole crate of candy and fruit, and they're trying to bribe the children into telling them where the Jewish children are. Oh, and I can't remember his name now, but the point where the Nazis asked the 4-year-old, "Are there Jewish children here?" And I can't remember the 4-year-old's name now, but when he said yes, that was the point where I yelled "No!" out loud. It turns out he thought like this was all a game, and he was talking about them because Mary and Joseph and Jesus were all Jewish. And so I really loved that part of the book. But then, when the Nazis leave, I was thinking, I'm sure they didn't leave behind the crate with all the candy and the fruit in it. And see, this is something that I feel like happens in a lot of the books of these sorts, how the villains always conveniently leave something or forget something or leave something behind that benefits the good guys. And I was thinking, I sure hope they don't do that in this. And for a moment I thought they were, but then I read a couple pages later and they hadn't discovered the crate yet, so I'm like, okay, this is fine. Maybe they won't discover it. Maybe it'll go on an unexpected path. The Nazis did not forget to take the box of crates, but then near the end it turns out they left it behind. And this is just very, very minor complaint, but very common storytelling thing that I think is kind of ridiculous, but all the same, that did not ruin my enjoyment of the book. I definitely do want to reread it at some point, and the ending wasn't a bad ending by any means. It did not ruin the story at all, just a very minor complaint or gripe, if you will. So, I still love the ending. It was a very good ending, very satisfying ending, and I enjoyed my time with this book, even though it was just a short time. I still really enjoyed it, and I really recommend it. I think you will love it as well. Very short as well, as I mentioned before. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy watching it, then please hit the like button. Don't hit it too hard, hit it kindly, and hit it softly. And please subscribe to my channel, as I do lots of book reviews like this one and basically anything else related to books. Well, thanks for watching, and farewell for now.